Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center, home of your California Vulcans. I am JJ. Joining me is Addie. Man, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, JJ?
Doing pretty good. How do you feel about today's matchup against IUP?
I am excited for this one this afternoon. California is coming off a fantastic win against the division leader, Clarion University, from last night. If you didn't join us last night, they swept the Golden Eagles in a 3-0. They were currently going into that game 20-1. The only team that in the PSAC conference to take down those Golden Eagles are your California Vulcans. So they're riding that momentum train, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do against the Crimson Hawks here.
Well, for sure. I'm hoping that California, again, comes out with the confidence they did last night against IUP.
They were coming out swinging. You know that was going to be a neck-and-neck game going in there. Definitely the underdogs were your California Vulcans, especially with that record. Currently, they're sitting at 11-9 after improving with that 3-0 sweep against the Golden Eagles. And then in PSAC West play, they're at a 5-6, so they're right on that bubble of playoff contingency right now.
Hopefully some more wins. We got, this game and one more home game we got left for the schedule?
We
so
got
hopefully
one
we get
more
some
on
wins
Tuesday
there.
Against Seton Hill, the crosstown rivals, I'm going to say.
Okay. California the game getting ready to start up here in just a second. Everyone's stretching, making sure they're fresh for the game.
Also the start of homecoming weekend. We had the campus as busy as I've ever seen it on a weekend today. We got the parade going out right outside the doors of the Convo. Football is going to be later today. All of us are going to be heading up there shortly after this game, so make sure you're staying tuned today. Great day to be a Vulcan.
Looks like California is getting ready to serve just to get this first set on the way. Ball is up and over. Dug out by IUP. Hit back over to California's side. Dug out and kill attempt, but blocked by IUP. California getting that ball back over for a nice kill. First point of the set goes to California.
Look at that one right there, the sharpshooter in the corner. That's going to be Ruggiero coming out hot. She's been a late addition in that Vulcan starting lineup, but boy, she has been a staple since she's come in here.
Ball is up and over, dug out by IUP. High little set. California able to dive and dig that one out there. Kill attempt by California. IUP moving over to the left a little bit to get that. California digs out there. And a kill attempt by California, which is an unsuccessful block by IUP.
That was Ruggiero once again from that corner. IUP, that's the risk that they take by putting that pressure up in the net. Always a risk for it to just come right back down to that California side. There's also a risk of it getting caught up in their hands up at the net like it did. So now Cal's going to take that 2-0 lead.
Rachel Simmons serving once again. Ball's up and over, dug out by IUP. Set and kill, but blocked by California. Alasia Floyd and Ruggiero going in for the block there.
And that is exactly what we just saw in the first play, but a successful attempt on that defensive effort. Howard and Ruggiero has just been a staple up at that net this entire season.
Hit back over by IUP. Nice save by California, able to get the ball back over. Nice dive by IUP to get to save that ball there. Set up and kill attempt by Floyd. Unsuccessful dugout by IUP and kill attempt, but nice save by California on their side. Kill attempt, which is successful by number 14.
That's Ruggiero once again. Look at that, it's 4-0, and Ruggiero has come down with almost every one of those 4 points.
California off to an amazing start here, going 4 straight points. IUP still looking for their first score of the game. California back again to serve. Ball is up and over.
And look at that, we're going to add a kill for Rachel Simon on that one.
That was a really good kill. Looks like IUP just wasn't ready for that serve. Cal goes up 5-0 now.
We've seen a different Vulcans volleyball team these past 2 days. That Clarion game was the momentum turner they needed. The question is, we've seen it all season, can they keep the pressure on the Crimson Hawks?
Ball's up and over once again, dug out by IUP. Set up and killed by IUP.
That's going to be Lauren Valentik for the Crimson Hawks, and that's what they need to get some points on the board here. That's first point of that opening set, 5-1 now. And what a fantastic shot that was to thread the needle and find the open court.
IUP back to serve now. Ball is up and over. Dug out by California, able to hit, but nice save by IUP, and California with the kill attempt, but was blocked by IUP's front line there.
That's Valentek getting a hand on it once again, up at the net. 2 great plays by Valentek to get some points on the board and cut into that Vulcan lead.
Ball is served up and over the net, dug out by California, set up and kill attempt by Floyd, which is almost successful, but IUP was able to dig that back out. California with a little tap over, but IUP coming with this nice block and on that front line once again.
You got to credit the execution there from the Crimson Hawks. Berkey tried to fool him, go with that tap over one. She's usually one to throw in a long baller, leading the team in kills, but tries to go tap over, and the Crimson Hawks were there to respond.
Ball served once again up and over. Going for the kill attempt. It was saved by IUP. Kill attempt for IUP. Ball out of control.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to get something over. Will it make it back over? It does. California lucky to get that one back up. Nice little tap. No one was in the right place for that one. Point going towards IUP.
That was a wild rally, to say the least. How Dronberger got back there in time. I think that everyone on that Vulcan sideline was just as surprised as I was that even that got back over to that Hawk side.
Timeout going for California here. What do you think the coaching staff is talking about this early into the game?
I think it's going to be about applying the pressure. You definitely saw that momentum turning, especially it's early. It's 5-4. I can't get ahead of myself too much here. But California came out hot, and they came out swinging. And then as soon as Valentech started getting some points on the board and leading that Crimson Hawks offense, there was multiple opportunities. You could see how hyped they were. Every single point that they got increased their confidence on that court. And right now, California trying to put a stop to that and see if they can get the ball back on their service line.
Most definitely. I totally agree. California did go up 5-0 at the start of this set. IUP coming back with 4 straight consecutive points. California definitely doesn't want them to continue on that streak, which is probably why they called that timeout. Figure some things out, make sure everyone's in the right position.
You know, we've seen it a lot all season, especially just referring to the game last night as well. When Cal U gets comfortable, when they come out with an early lead, you see them give up multiple points like we just did. So it's better to just stay uncomfortable, put that pressure on the entire game, and fight for every single point. You can't feel comfortable because that's how we're going to start letting up these 5-0 leads.
I agree. It's probably what happened last night. We felt uncomfortable, and we were able to push that sweep against Clarion. Ball up and over, served by IUP. Dugout. Kill attempt by Floyd. It was blocked at the net. Point going towards IUP. IUP still has the momentum as of right now.
It was a little bit of a lucky break for the Crimson Hawks. Kind of got tangled up in the net in their hands, but it just hit the net and tipped the right way for them.
Ball was served by IUP, but California wasn't able to return it back to them. Ball going off the hands of the libero and going straight out of bounds.
It's going to be Stephanie Anagausto with that service off Lynch, and that one's going to go in the net. Sorry, JJ, I'm doing play-by-play. Force a habit.
Too used to it, okay. Point going for California, all tied up right now at 6 even right now. California back to serve now is number 10, Berkeley for the serve.
Berkey's definitely one to watch out for at that service line.
Ball up and over. Pretty low serve, making them dive. Point going for California there. It was a double touch. It looked like the official had signals.
Yeah, the ref's going to call that one a double touch right on the Vulcans following that Berkey serve. Now it's a 7-6 Cal lead. They need to get some more points on board. Remember, they were leading 5-0 at the start of this opening set.
Ball is up and over once again. Dug out by IUP, luckily with a little dive there. Kill attempt by IUP going out of bounds.
Little hesitation from the ref there before that was signaled, but that was definitely strong. I'm just making sure that it didn't hit any Vulcans, which it did not. But great shot by Berkey over on that serve. They're scrambling the entire way on that offensive side.
Ball is up and over once again for the serve. Dug out by IUP. Right back over. Ooh. California did not expect that. IUP going up for a little fake hit. I bet probably also thought the ball was on their side, but dropped right beside some of our front people right there.
Yeah, that was an interesting one to say the least. Berkey's serve was coming in so hot that when the Crimson Hawks tried to dig it out, it just fell right on over that Vulcan side.
Ball up and over once again. Set up and kill by California.
That's going to be Reguero once again. Unstoppable from that corner.
Leja Floyd back to serve now. Trying to keep this momentum they have built up right now. 9-7. Cal is winning as of right now. Ball is up and over, going out of bounds.
Unfortunate error there from Floyd. One of the veterans of the team had such a great game last night, especially on that defensive side.
Laser Floyd's defense is number 6. She is number 6 in the PSAC with 60 blocks before the game. And there is a serve from IUP going into the net.
I was waiting on that. I was watching the Crimson Hawks a lot in warm-ups, and they did not look very confident at the service line. A lot of low balls. I mean, we've seen it so far, even with the ones that have gone over. They barely cleared the net, so a lot of low balls. It's not the fact that we've had 2 service aces already from the Crimson Hawks is not something in my mind that's incredibly surprising following the warm-ups.
Ball is up and over by California. IUP digging that out, set up and kill attempt, but blocked, but was saved by California. Little tap over with the one hand, set up and kill again. A block attempt by California, but it just gets it over the net.
That was a good one from IUP. I want to say that was Hannah Simmons from the corner from the Crimson Hawks. Regaro was there, trying to go with that block attempt, got caught up in her hands. Didn't think it was going to come down with that much force, and that's going to be a good, clean Crimson Hawks point. Ball
is up and over, dugout, set up and hit back over by California. Another setup and kill attempt, but blocked, but saved by IUP there. Looks like their point going to California there.
Yeah, that was the congestion at the net. You could tell Floyd was trying to throw it over to the other side. Sorry, Howard was trying to throw it over to the other side as the Crimson Hawks were trying to throw it over to that Cal side. Hesitation by the referee to officially reward that point, but ultimately it will be a Vulcans point, 11-9 now in this opening set.
Back to serve for California is Ali Dronberger. Ball is up and looks like it just goes out of bounds in the back. There's a substitution coming in for Cal. Now the libero for IUP back to serve now.
It's going to be Bailey Flowerdew back there for the Crimson Hawks. One down from the Vulcans.
The ball's up and over the net. California digs that one out. Nice little bump up and kill attempt by California, which is successful with an unsuccessful IUP block.
That one was just kick is good at its finest through the hands of their defensive effort from the Crimson Hawks and just finds that open Cal U court. Berkey with her first kill of the night.
California back once again to serve. Ball is up and over. Dug out by IUP and a nice kill right there. Ball going very fast by IUP.
Yeah, that was a great response from the Crimson Hawks, finally getting some kills of their own. 12-11, neck-and-neck game so far here.
Ball is now up and over by IUP, dug out by California. Bump up once again, and kill attempt, which is very successful for California. California going up 13-11.
You can see Anastausto was there from the Hawks, and then just completely tripped her, break her ankles on that one. Berkey now added another kill there, leading the team in kills, 175, not counting those last 2 that we just saw there. She's definitely a staple here, one of the veterans on that Vulcans volleyball team.
Ball up and over the net. Low dig out by IUP. Kill attempt by IUP, which ends up being successful. Looks like that was number 7 for IUP.
That's Valentech once again. Multiple kills early in this opening set for her. Definitely playing well from that corner, taking the opportunity and switching that momentum into the IUP's favor whenever Cal gets in a big spot here.
Ball served by IUP, which lands just inbounds, point going towards IUP.
That's going to be a good, clean service ace for Valentech there to square this ball game up. It's now 13-13, folks.
Once again with the serve, ball is up, dug out by California. Close setup and kill by Alasia Floyd once again.
Alasia Floyd, not just known for being a blocker, but she can throw one down at the net when she needs to. What a play that was. No one within miles of that backcourt. What a great job threading the needle, put it in the spot that they knew the Hawks couldn't get to.
California back to serve. Caitlin Berkey once again. Low dig out by IUP, going out of bounds. Point going towards California there.
Berkey just hits it with so much power from that service line. There's really not much they can do to respond to it. It goes off the hands of Megan Pora and just sails into that scoring table.
Ball up and over by Caitlin Berkey once again, landing just out of bounds. Point going towards IUP there.
You can see she was targeting Megan Pora once again, following that poor effort on the previous one. That one just a little too strong, couldn't put in the exact location, and that one's just going to be an unfortunate error for the Vulcans.
Serve up and over by IUP, which lands out of bounds, giving California the point there.
There we go. It's another service error. Giving it right back to the Vulcans, 16-14.
Malaysia Floyd back now to serve. Ball up and over the net. Dug out by IUP. Set up and kill by IUP. It looks like that was number 16 for IUP.
That was a good one. There was no one in that backcourt area from the Vulcans. Little risky there because you run the risk of throwing it too far out of bounds, but that was a great job putting the right amount of mustard on that one to put it in the back.
And excuse me, I said 16. That was number 15 for IUP. Ball up and over. Wow, that's not my words here.
They did something.
Tap over by IUP. Set up once again and kill attempt by California. A good back and forth rally here. Was it tipped at the net? It was tipped at the net.
Oh, they're gonna call it tipped.
Point going for IUP.
Megan Poore was trying to thread it into that corner right there. Almost nailed the corner ump, but I mean, they got a little lucky just getting it off the Vulcans and then scooting out of bounds. Now 16-16.
Ball up and over once again. Ends up going completely out of bounds, point going towards California. This match has been really back and forth so far.
Oh, 100% it has. Especially, I think it's going to come down to the errors at the service line. As I said in warm-ups, the Crimson Hawks never really looked comfortable while they were warming up from the service line. If CalU can just limit the amount of mistakes that they're having as well, they're going to come out and they can easily get this win.
Ball up and over by California. Ends up going out of bounds. Point
Speaking
going
of service errors.
IUP back to serve. Number 11. That is going to be Grace.
Megan Pora.
I
got you.
Thank you. Ball up and over. Dug out by California. Bump up and kill attempt by California. IUP able to dig that back out. Kill, but blocked by California. Set up and kill once again. Unfortunately, California was unable to block that one there.
Anastasiou was like, you can reject me once, but you can't reject me twice. I'm going to lay down the law with that one. Put it on the Jets, and now IUP has their first lead of this afternoon.
IUP serve up and over. Dug out by California.
Oh, my goodness.
A little bit uncontrolled there on the side of Cal, but IUP is going to end up getting that point there.
Credit Droneberger just for the no-quit attitude that she had, especially on that point there.
California is going to call a timeout here as they do go down 2 to IUP, trying to probably figure out some more strategies, lineups, something of that nature to try and gain the lead once again.
It's 17-19, folks. Remember, CalU came out swinging with a 5-0 lead in that opening early in the set, and now IUP has their first lead of the set. We know this is going to be a neck-and-neck battle. Right now, the Crimson Hawks are sitting at an overall record of 17-5, and in the PSEC West, they're at a 70-4 record. So they're pretty fairly evenly matched, both teams. Like we mentioned, California's riding a hot streak following that Clarion game last night, taking off the deficient rivals. Something that the only other school that has accomplished that so far this season is West Liberty. And the last time the Crimson Hawks played Clarion was October 1st. They brought it to 4 sets, which is a astounding feat in its own right. I believe I looked at the stats last night. It said 6 games in their entire out of the 21 games that they played only brought to 4 or more sets.
IUP back, getting ready to serve now. Score is 17-19. IUP is leading the California Vulcans as of right now. Ball is up and over once again. Dug out by California. Set up and kill, which ends up going out of bounds. Point going towards IUP. IUP now within 5 of winning this first set. Alrighty, IUP back up once again to serve. Dug out by California. Set up and outside kill, which was blocked but ends up going out of bounds off the hands of IUP. Point going towards California.
You got to give Droneberger the credit on that one with the restraint for not diving for that ball, letting it just hit the defenders from IUP and storing out of bounds. Still 2 back from IUP, 18-20 right now.
Ball was up and over, set up and kill attempt by IUP. Set up and little hit back over. Saved by IUP. Nice block by California there. Once again, set up and kill. Saved by Droneberger. Nice save there with the one arm, it looked like.
Oh,
Ball was a block attempt by IUP, which did not end up going on the other side of the net, landing right in front of IUP's defender.
that's the Vulcans we saw last night, making no mistakes on that one. Berkey's going to come down credited with that point with their great defensive effort up at the net.
Drumberger up and over with the serve setup and kill attempt by IUP. Ball was just short, not able to get over the net there.
Yeah,
Point going towards IUP.
Yeah, they were in scramble mode that entire rally there, the Vulcans. That ball from Anastasio just coming down with so much heat that there's not much they could do. Somehow dug it out, but it was just soaring to the net with the amount of momentum on it.
Alrighty, IUP back to serve once again. Ball is up and over. Dug out by California, set up and kill by California. Scoring that point for California is Chelsea Howard.
Howard, again, making that statement up at the net. They can't just play defense, they'll play offense as well. If you give them the opportunity, you give them the open court, they will put it, they'll put that ball right where they need to. Now, one back from the Crimson Hawks.
Kelly Lynch up and over with the serve. IUP with the hit over, saved by California. It was not saved, point going towards IUP. A little bit of a delayed official call there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they let that one go for as long as it did. Very clearly hit the ground. But you got to give Magapura some credit on the old fake-out set to the Cal U court.
Ball is up and over by IUP dugout. And just a nice little tap over by California. Going for a nice kill, which ends up going out of bounds. Point going towards
It was tipped by
IUP.
the Vulcans up at the net before soaring on out of bounds. There, what a great play from the Hawks.
IUP now within 2 points of winning this first set. Ball is up and over. Dugout. Unfortunately, California was not able to get in the right position. Looks like the ball went a little too fast and too far.
Yeah, you can tell if you don't put your hands at the right angle when you dig it out, it's going to go right into the net. Instead of getting some loft on it and sending it more upwards, it was sent at a more horizontal trajectory up at the net.
Service ace there for IUP. IUP taking the first set within this game.
And we'll be right back after this. Join us for the second set. You're watching CUTV, PSAC Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. We are getting ready for our second set here against IUP. IUP taking the first set, leading by, was it 4 within that first set?
It was 25-2. Did I just say 0? I meant 20. It was 25-20. I wrote down the wrong score there. But yes, that was a close neck-and-neck game. The entire battle. CalU came out hot early in that opening set. But the IUP Crimson Hawks were right there responding to every single thing that they had to offer. You just saw errors made on both sides, especially errors that we didn't see last night against the Golden Eagles from Clarion.
As we get ready here for the second set, California making some adjustments, some substitutions it looks like.
They're going to go confirm their rosters with that starting table.
And IUP will be the first to serve in this second set. First serve is up and over for the second set. Set up and kill attempt by California, blocked by IUP. Once again, a kill attempt which was blocked once again by IUP. IUP getting the first point of this second set.
There you go. IUP taking a page out of that Vulcan handbook. They're putting the pressure at the net, but not only are they putting the pressure, they're going to throw down some kills with that front line.
Set up, served by IUP. Looked like a really high hit there. California able to get the point with IUP attempting to give that back over to them.
That's going to be Elisa Vergara once again. Multiple kills already in this game. I want to say 4 in that opening set. Add another one for Vergara after that.
Ball serve is up and over, which ends up flying out of bounds. Point going towards IUP there.
Yeah, Berge just put way too much on that one. Was out by a good couple of feet.
IUP back to serve now. Ball is up and over the net, dug out by California. Bump and kill attempt by California. California successful on that kill attempt.
That's going to be Allie Dronberger last night against those Clarion Golden Eagles. She totaled 9 kill and had a .381 hitting percentage. One of the best for the Vulcans last night.
Elijah Floyd up with the serve, barely making it over the net. Set up and kill by IUP, just getting past Elijah Floyd on the side there.
Yeah, volleyball game is a game of inches. That one looked like it was in from up here. That sideline ref's going to call it out. Oh, wait, no, sorry, did they call it in?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Ball up and over for IUP, dug out by California. Blocked by IUP, California going up for the kill once again. IUP able to set that up and tap it back over for IUP to gain another point there, going up 4-2.
Yeah, that was a great play once again from that corner. No one behind that Vulcan front line. Just a little crafty tip over from the Crimson Hawks to claim that one.
Ball up and over. It looks like the ball goes out of bounds. Point going towards California there.
Yeah, that's what CalU needed to break up some of that Crimson Hawk momentum. Now 3-4 in this second set. Remember, first set was won by the Hawks.
Ruggiero back now for the serve for California. Ball is up and over. Dug out by IUP. IUP going up for a bump and a kill attempt, which ends up flying out of bounds, giving the point to California. All knotted up here at 4 now.
Yeah, I don't know what that ball told Alasia Pitts from the corner, but she obviously didn't like it. Sending that one almost into the Vulcan bench. That thing had so much firepower underneath it.
Looked like that ball was going for the exit on the backside of the court.
Oh, it was coming down hot.
Ball up and over for California. Set up and kill attempt, but blocked by California. Ball going out of bounds off the hands of Bawawa.
Yeah, that one, they just didn't feel comfortable right there. Again, it was just coming down a little bit faster than they were used to. Now, IUP is going to maintain that 5-4 lead right now.
Ball is served by IUP up and over, dug out, and hit straight back over to IUP. Block attempt by California, unsuccessful, point going towards California.
It was a net violation prior to that kill attempt from the Hawks. And that one's going to go in favor of the Vulcans. Now squaring up this ball game 5-5.
Dronberger back now to serve for California. Ready to gain some momentum here within this second set. keep forgetting that word for some reason.
Sets, games, it's confusing.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say quarter. Ball was served by Droneberger. Really nice block there on the front line by California. Getting the block there is Chelsea Howard.
Howard is one of the best in terms of that defensive effort from the Vulcans. Can just throw it down when she needs to.
Ball is served once again by California. Dug out by IUP. Nice setup and kill attempt, which ends up going out of bounds. Point going towards California. Once again, California now gaining a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, you got to credit the Hawks with the idea there. There was no one, if they could thread the needle and put it in that back corner of the court, they're definitely going to get that point, but it's a little too much on that and poor execution there.
Ball was served once again by California. Tip over, which was saved by California somehow.
Ooh.
And California going off the net, landing right in front of IUP. IUP unable to respond with anything. California gets the point there.
Credit Taylor Pasco for that one. Not saying anything. Rachel Simon's going to be ultimately the one credited with the point, but Pasco was the one who kept that ball alive.
Ball was served, but ends up going right out of bounds. Looked like pretty close there. Official call a point IUP. IUP back once again to serve.
It's going to be Mariapura back to that line.
Ball is up and over. Dug out by California, but ends up going out of bounds towards the sideline there.
Yeah, you can see Pascal that time couldn't get there in time, right through their hands and hit in that court.
IUP back again to serve during the second set. Ball is up and over. Dug out by California. Bump up and kill attempt by California. Nice little save there by IUP. Nice kill attempt by California, which ends up going off the hands of IUP, landing out of bounds, giving the point to California there.
Yeah, Kaylin Berkey laying it down from the corner. That thing looked like it was going to hurt if that came your way. Now Cal has its first lead of the game, 9-7.
Kill attempt by IUP. Nice block by California there. Getting the block there is Caitlin Berkey.
And that one is going to sail out of bounds. It did not hit Walsh, who was up at the net. Walsh is going to come down credited with that point for the Hawks, and it's ultimately going to be a Crimson Hawk point. Still 9-8 in favor of the Vulcans.
Ball up and over, set up, and nice kill attempt, but also nice save by IUP. IUP trying to get the ball back over to California. Ball was hit and blocked by California, but the ball did end up landing out of bounds, giving IUP the point there. All knotted up here at 9.
Yeah, you got to give Floyd credit. Again, putting that pressure on the net. Again, just didn't work out in her favor, as we saw in that previous rally, and goes out of bounds off the hands of the Vulcans.
Ball is up and over, just tipping over the net. Nice little kill attempt by Elijah Floyd. Nice tap over. It looks like a little bit of tap overs going on at the net there. Kill attempt by California. IUP trying to get the ball back over. Ball ends up blocked by California and just bumping off the hands of IUP.
That one, I like that strategy the entire way from the Vulcans. You got tip over after tip over, and then Berkey comes down from the corner, tries to throw one down, doesn't work out, but then you throw in Floyd from the corner, and ultimately the defensive block is what's going to score that point for the Vulcans.
Ball is served by California. IUP digging that out and giving a nice kill attempt that lands just in bounds, giving the point to IUP there.
That was the sharpshooter move of this game so far. Easy to throw that one too far from the Crimson Hawks.
California now calling a timeout. Hopefully they figure out something so they can build momentum once again like they had just in the middle of this set and the start of the last set because it's a very back and forth battle right now between Cal and IUP.
Yeah, right now we're all squared up at 10-10, and while we have a second, I'm going to give my parents a shout-out all the way from New Jersey. Thanks for tuning in.
New Jersey, that seems like a really far place from here.
It's not close.
Hey, neither is Colorado.
Yeah, you're further than me.
Yeah.
So there you go. At least I don't need to take a plane.
Lucky.
We're going to get back to the action here in about 30 seconds. You got to imagine Coach Letourneau is trying to come up with a new strategy here for the Vulcans. You know, they haven't been playing poorly necessarily. They've just been making a couple mistakes that we don't usually see from them, especially we didn't see that from them last night.
And that's on both sides of the court. IUP gives up a couple little stretches there of 1 or 2 points, and then California doing the same, coming back, giving IUP 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, we got a tied-up ball game. As I said, it's been a back-and-forth battle this entire game so far. Now both teams are going to come back and take the court. Still going to be IUP Crimson Hawk ball.
IUP back now to serve. Gave him the ball a couple of dribbles there before the serve, before she gets the okay. The okay is given to her, and the ball is up and over, dug out by California, set up and kill by California. Nice one-handed save there on the side of California. They were able to get that ball back over. Kill attempt lands inbounds for IUP. IUP going up 1.
Yeah, you can see the Vulcans putting the pressure at the net. They think their best effort of getting a point there is going to be that defensive, especially at the net. That one, IUP now is taking advantage of leaving that backcourt open.
Kill attempt by California off the hands of IUP, just ending up behind them. Point going towards California. Like I said, this game has been very back and forth during both sets. This one going back and forth very consistently. The last set was going back and forth right after that California 5 stretch point. Ball up and over, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill. Setup was not high enough, ends up hitting the net right in front of IUP. California getting that point, going up 1.
I was waiting to see when IUP was going to pull that out from their bag of tricks. We saw them practicing it a lot in warm-ups, that fake-out set where you think it's going to go high and then they accidentally go over it. That time it didn't work out, a little too far there.
Serve there by California going out of bounds. That was number 10, Caitlin Berkey on the serve there. Going just a little too far and sailing out of bounds. IUP getting back there to serve now. Ball up and over once again, dug out by Bawawa. Kill attempt for California, which is successful.
There we go. That's what the Vulcans needed. Elijah Floyd's going to come down with that, and she's going to go back to the service line. Sorry, Regaro's going to come down with that as Floyd comes back to the service line here. Cal U is leading 13-12.
Ball is up and over by Floyd. Set up and kill attempt. Tried to be saved by Bawaba, was unsuccessful there. California giving up the point to IUP.
Yeah, you can see Bawawa and Simon kind of collided with each other in that back court. Some miscommunication there from the Vulcans, and now IUP is once again nipping at the Vulcans' heels, 13-13.
IUP back to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by Bawawa. Set up and kill attempt, which off the hands of IUP, landing out of bounds. Point going towards California there.
Yeah, we've seen that numerous times already in both sets. Regaro's going to come down with it once again. Boy, she's having an afternoon here today.
After getting that point, Regaro is back to serve. Now ball is up and over. Dug out by IUP. Set up and kill, but blocked by California. Number 4, Chelsea Howard.
I think when Howard is in your face, the pressure is on. I couldn't quite tell if Howard got a hold of that one up at the net or that just went square into the net, but there was nowhere that IUP could get around her.
Regaro back once again to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by IUP. Nice setup and quick kill by IUP. IUP again trying to gain some more momentum. They're only down 1. Score is California 15, IUP 14.
That's going to be Magapura credited with that one, currently at 119 points for the season for the Crimson Hawks.
Ball served up and over by IUP. A really fast serve there. California trying to get just back over. Nice little bump over, set up and kill attempt, but saved by California. California trying to keep this ball. Again, just a nice light tap back over. Set up and tap over by California. California going for all these taps right now. Block attempt by California unsuccessful. California just looked out of place there, and IUP ends up tying the score back up at 15.
I'm not certain what the Vulcan strategy is with that one. You saw Lynch multiple times just kind of bump it over to the IUP side. You know, anytime you just kind of bump it over and hand it to them, they have the momentum. They can cook something up and do whatever they want. They can take control of that court.
A lot of fast serves coming from the side of IUP like you just saw there. California going for the kill off the hands of the IUP defender, lands up, getting Droneberger a nice point there.
Now, Droneberger's going to go back to the line. She is second on the team behind Berkey with 126 kills for the season and currently has 151 points for the season as well.
Her serve does not end up going over the net there, giving the point, and the ball back to IUP. IUP going back to serve now.
16-16. It's still anyone's game here in the combo.
Ball up and over, dug out by California. Blocked by IUP. IUP going in front once again.
You know, they've been taking those risks the entire game. Both sides have been putting the pressure up in the net. That time it finally works out for the Crimson Hawks, and they can put one back down on that Vulcan court.
IUP going up for the serve once again. Ball is up and over. Kill attempt by California. IUP able to dig that one to back up serve. Set up and kill. Tried to be saved by California. Ball does not end up going high enough for anything to muster through that. California giving up the point to IUP. California going for a timeout now.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to break up that momentum of the Crimson Hawks. 18-16. Lead's been swinging either way right now. Still anyone's ball game. I believe that was Valentek from the corner, credited with that kill. There was nothing Droneberger could do to save that one.
No, I totally agree there. Hopefully California is able to get something out of this timeout, maybe break up the momentum IUP has right now. Because it's very similar to what happened last set, where IUP started pulling away just at the very end, in California trying to crawl back, but was unfortunately unsuccessful. So hopefully California can figure out something now.
Yeah, you know, Coach Letourneau is trying to hype up his team in that huddle right now. I wonder if they're going to stick with that. Let's just kind of ease it on in there. You know, we've seen it a couple times, doing those tip overs, doing those little bump overs just to that side. Or are they going to come down and try and throw that hammer down? No pun intended, as we're watching a Vulcans game. But it'd be interesting to see if they switch the strategy to go a little bit more aggressive than they have in the past.
Definitely 15 seconds left in this timeout. Looks like both teams are ready to go. IUP now coming out of their timeout with, I believe it is IUP getting ready to serve. IUP just waiting on that okay from the official to serve.
I believe that's McIntyre back to line to serve for the Hawks.
And the signal is given for her to be able to serve the ball. Ball is up and over, dug out by California. Set up and kill, which is successful from California. That is number 10, Caitlin Berkey.
Berkey, once again, the sharpshooter from California, laying it down there. And now 17-18.
Kelly Lynch back now to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill attempt off the hands of the block there, landing out of bounds. IUP getting the point. Only 6 points away from wrapping up the second set.
Yeah, that one tipped off the hands, I believe, of Simon, headed on out of bounds there. Great placement from the Hawks. And now we have Flowerdew going back to that line to serve.
Ball is up and over there. Dug out, set up, and tapped over for California. IUP able to get that nice kill attempt by IUP, blocked by California. Same thing once again, point going towards California because there was a double hit on the side of IUP. California coming back once again within 1 point of IUP.
You can see Coach Hoyer not too happy on the sideline for IUP, arguing against that call, but hey, it's going to work out in our favor. So now it is an 18-19 ball game in favor of the Hawks.
Ball up and over by California. Set up and kill attempt, which ends up off the hands of a California defender and flying out of bounds, giving IUP the point there.
Yeah, that was just a miscue from Simon. Hit kind of the inner of her elbow area and this sword on out of bounds. Nothing they could save about that one. IUP now 5 away from claiming the first and second set.
IUP up and over with the serve, dug out by California. Set up and kill attempt by IUP. IUP able to set that ball up and over, but ends up landing out of bounds, giving California the point there.
You got to give credit. I love that rotation they had up at the net. You had Berkey in the corner with Vergara there as well. So Vergara goes up for the fake, and Berkey just throws it down. You know they're two sharpshooters, so IUP had no idea which one they were going to go to.
Berkey with a nice service ace there. California once again getting the score knotted up at 20.
It's going to be our 48th service ace of the season for Berkey.
IUP calling a timeout now after the little service ace there. Like I did say earlier, Caitlin Berkey is number 1 in the PSAC for service aces, and she continues to throw them down during this game.
Yeah, she's definitely a sharpshooter. I've said it all season. She's the person you want to have at that service line. Her, combined with Kelly Lynch, are the veterans of this Vulcan volleyball team. They're the ones that are leading it in the locker room and on the court. It's great to see her throwing it down from that service line.
Right, the California just trying to figure out some more stuff. Right there you can see Lucky the dog. Lucky hangs out with the volleyball team a lot. I personally know Lucky. Pretty chill dog there, if I don't say so myself. Looks like he's trying to take a nap, but
he's just chilling.
Who doesn't love Lucky? Hopefully
it brings
California,
us some good luck.
Yeah, hopefully California can gain some luck and force a fourth set against IUP.
Yeah, now that both teams are going to take the court following that timeout from IUP. You know they're going to be shaking in their boots a little bit to call their first timeout of that set. 20-20 ball game. Both are 5 away from the set. Still anyone's game.
California back now to serve. The official gives the A-OK to serve the ball now. Ball is served up and over the net, dug out by IUP. Kill attempt by IUP there. Set up and kill attempt by California there. Ends up flying towards the bench for IUP. They are able to save that though. California going for a dive, set up, and kill attempt off the hands of the libero. California going up 1 point there.
Yeah, you could tell Flaherty didn't think it was going to go as far as try to go up with it, and that was not the wise call. Vergara is going to get credited with that one.
California back now to serve. Once again, ball is up and over. Dug out by IUP, hit up and kill attempt by IUP there. California able to set up and kill. Looks like it goes off the hands of an IUP blocker, flying out of bounds, giving California the point there. Going up 22-20. California now within 3 of putting this set away.
Vergara once again credited with that point. That one goes off the hands of Valentik from the Hawks and soars out of bounds 22-20.
Ball up and over once again for California. Dug out by IUP, set up and kill attempt, which ends up flying to the back right side of the court, getting IUP a point there.
Yeah, that one's going to be Brooke Little from the Crimson Hawks, currently in second place of the team with kills this season with 184.
IUP back now to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by Bawawa, set up and tap over, but was sent right back to California. IUP getting a point there.
Yeah, that was number 11, Magampura, combined with Lauren Valentik up at the net, just laying it down 22-22. Anyone's game here, folks.
IUP with the serve up and over, dug out by Bawawa, set up and kill attempt, and successful by Droneberger on the outside left front of the court.
The thing that's most impressive about this Vulcans team this year especially is you have multiple sharpshooters. You got Droneberger, you got Vergara, you got Berkey, all up at the net. Each one of them can make plays like that.
Elijah Floyd up and over with the serve. Nice dugout by IUP. Hit back over, unsuccessful save there. IUP going up 23, not tying it all back up at 23.
Yeah, and that was Brooke Little once again. Give her credit. What awareness that was to find the open court from the Vulcans. And now they're going to have some substitutions here. That's going to be number 14, Samai Megan Slew, coming into the game and going back to that service line.
IUP getting ready to serve here, trying to break this tie and gain them the lead here. Ball is up and over, dug out by Bawawa, set up and kill attempt, which was blocked by IUP. giving IUP the lead here, only one away from putting this set to bed.
Yeah, it's still anyone's ball game. Obviously, win by 2 in volleyball, 23-24, 1 point away, and this would give the Crimson Hawks a big lead.
Ball is served, but was not able to get it over the net. Looked like it just went too high and floated straight back down. All tied up once again at 24. Each team now needing to get to 26 to win.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy for the Hawks. I'm not exactly sure why they would risk going a short ball, especially when the Vulcans have had so much success at the net so far this afternoon. I would much rather see a long ball coming in hot and getting a point that way.
Just like that serve there. Ball was served by California up and over. Dug out by California there. Nice dig out. Kill attempt by California. California trying to gain the lead. Tapped back over. Nice save and block by IUP there.
Ooh. Look at that one. No one's too happy about that call if you're an IUP fan. That's going to be called in favor of the Vulcans, and now a timeout called from IUP.
Not really sure how California ended up getting to the point. It might have landed out of bounds off the block, but California definitely happy that they are within 1 point now of winning and trying to force another set to try and put this game to bed.
Yeah, that was an interesting rally, the one that we just saw there. Not exactly certain if they thought it was tipped by a Vulcan before going out, if it just soared out following that. Either way, it was kind of blocked, but I'll take it at this point. 25-24, so this is advantage Cal U if you're a tennis fan.
We are not. This is a volleyball game, sorry.
That it still makes sense in terms of tennis scoring.
This isn't tennis, though.
It's like when you get a deuce in tennis, you get the advantage, and then if you win the next point, you won the game.
I don't watch tennis. I watch volleyball.
I don't think we've commentated tennis, so.
Do we do that?
Yeah, we have a tennis team.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
We're learning something new.
Go watch the tennis team if you have time whenever they play.
We'll commentate a game, 100%.
But right now, we in volleyball. California up 1, 25-24. California getting ready to serve for set point. Ball is up and over, dug out, and kill attempt by IUP. California able to tap that ball back over. Kill attempt, which ends up landing inbounds. Once again, score is tied up at 25. Once again, you do need to win by 2 in volleyball.
Now Little was going to go back to line of serve, and they're going to switch in with another rotation. That's going to be number 6, Hannah Simmons, going back to line to serve for IUP. 25-25, win by 2.
IUP back for the serve. Ball is up and over. Dugout by California. Set up and nice quick kill by California. Tapped back over by IUP. A nice block attempt by California, but IUP does end up slipping it right through the hands of California's defender. IUP going up 1 now.
That's Simmons still back to line to serve for the Hawks. 26-25. They win this one. They'll claim the first and second sets.
Ball up and over. Dugout by California. Set up and kill by California.
That's going to be Allie Dronberger in the corner. That's what the Vulcans need. She's going to go back to line here to serve here. 26-26. Somehow, folks, we're still in the second set.
Dronberger back to serve once again. All tied up at 26 now. Looks like this set can go on forever.
Coach Morais giving Dronberger some last-minute advice before that serve, and that's not what the Vulcans needed.
Ball ends up flying out of bounds. IUP going up 1 point now. IUP now within 1 point of putting the set to bed. I feel like I said that a lot during this set.
This is reminiscent of a game a couple weeks ago against Gannon University that went to a crazy long set like this.
Pretty sure that went to 28. California not winning IUP to get to 28. Nice tap over, saved by California. Bump and kill attempt by California. They were able to dig that out.
Oh my God.
Ball ends up almost hitting the stands there. Looks like the defender of IUP hits the little table there on the sideline.
That's Valenchek just saying, I'm going to go for it. I don't care where it goes. You saw Coach Hoyer, assistant Coach Hoyer. It's 2 Coach Hoyers on that sideline coming in and trying to stop her there.
Ball set up and kill attempt by IUP. Nice save by California, though. Dugout set up and kill attempt. Blocked by California. Point going towards California. California now within 1 point of ending this game. Maybe if I switch up my words.
Now you sound like me in the first set. Making fun of me for stumbling on my words.
I said put to bed too many times. Trying to end this.
28-27. Lynch back to line to serve.
Low serve, but makes it over. Kill attempt, which ends up landing inbounds.
Oh my goodness. We're going to get to 30 points. We're going to get to 30 points.
Anyone know what the longest game in history is?
We should look that up. We'll look it up. We have a stat team we'll get to. And now that's Flowerdew back to the line here. So 28-28. This game is going to go on for a country mile.
Ball up and over, dugout by California. Set up and kill attempt by California. Ball ends up landing out of bounds off the hands of IUP. California getting the point there.
Yeah, you could tell Berkey from that corner was going to lay it down on that one, putting so much force that when they controlled it, even if they could dig it, it's just going to come back and they have no control over it. Now Cal's going to have some substitutions coming into that game, and Rachel Simon's going to go back to the line. 29-28, a score I don't usually say while commentating volleyball.
Ball up and over by California. IUP with another point there, going to 29-29. I just Googled it.
Our dedicated stat team.
The longest volleyball game set went to 75 points.
We have a football game after this, so let's hope it doesn't go to that much.
Ball set up and over. Kill attempt by IUP, blocked by California. Ball is set up and kill attempt once again by California. Kill attempt by IUP, which lands inbounds. IUP gaining the point, going 30-29.
Yeah, you could see the Vulcans put some crucial error. They tried to spread out and just leaving the entire center of that corner wide open and giving IUP a good target to look at. Now 30-29.
Ball up and over once again. Dugout by California, set up and kill attempt by Elijah Floyd. Dugout by IUP, set up and kill once again. Nice save by California, just trying to get the ball back over there. Set up and kill attempt, which lands inbounds, giving IUP the win in the second set.
And that's going to be all she wrote following that one, a 31-29 victory on that second set for the Crimson Hawks. Join us after this for the third set. You're watching CUTV Sports 1 PSAC Network.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Convocation Center. Getting ready here for the third set between IUP and California. IUP taking the first and second set. IUP going with a really long run there, going 31-29 against California.
Yeah, that's not a score I was anticipating and calling here this afternoon. A 31-29 victory for IUP to claim the first and second set. As JJ just mentioned, now both teams going to come back out and take the court once again. If the Crimson Hawks, I almost said Crimson Eagles. I'm in my Clarion state of mind right now. If the Crimson Hawks can claim victory over this third set, they will get the game sweep.
Everyone getting excited, a little bit of pep talk, it looks like, in the middle of the court for California. California going back now to get ready to serve once the official allows it.
That's going to be Rachel Simon taking that opening serve for the Vulcans.
She gets the A-OK, dribbles the ball a little bit for her serve. Ball is up and over, set and tap over California. California able to save that there. Set up once again. Kill attempt by IUP. IUP gaining the first point in this one. I can predict that this is going to be a very back and forth game once again, like we've seen throughout the first two sets. Don't you agree?
I think that's a very fair prediction, JJ. They've been neck and neck this entire time. Again, you don't see a 31-29 victory when the teams are not very evenly compared.
Ball up and over. Kill by California, blocked by IUP. Ball kill attempt by IUP. Tried to block that was Alasia Floyd, but ball ends up just landing right in front of her.
Yeah, you could tell Brooke Little from that corner could see where Floyd was at and just knew if she could put as much power on it as she could hit Floyd's hands and sail on out of bounds. A great placement there from Little.
Ball was up and over by IUP. California able to dig that out. Kill attempt by California. California able to get that back corner. So California gains their first point of this third set.
Yeah, that was great placement from the Vulcans. No one in that backcourt for the Crimson Hawks and just throwing it back on there. And now we have Berkey, who just got credited for that one, going to go back to the line to serve.
Ball is up and over by Berkey. Dug out by IUP. Set up and kill. Blocked by California. Ball set and tapped back over. California able to get that back up. A little bit of hitting at the net. Couldn't tell what was going on there. The ball was able to stay in play. California going for the nice kill attempt there, but was saved by IUP. California able to keep the ball in bounds, but unfortunately Dromberger does end up sending the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to credit Kelly Lynch for that one, laying it all on, diving left and right and all over the place to just keep that one alive for the Vulcans. Tried to give Dromberger an opportunity to go long court with it, but a little too strong there.
IUP back to serve once again. Ball up and over, dug out by Bawawa. Up and kill attempt by California. Set up and just hit back over by IUP. Set up and kill by Alasia Floyd. Saved by IUP. Ball ends up just landing in front because they had hit their max limit of hits there. California going 3-2.
Yeah, you can see some miscommunication on that side. They're still talking it over. That is number 10 and number 13, Leah Henderson and Caroline Wash. Just some miscommunication up with the net.
Alasia Floyd back for the serve. Dug out and kill attempt, which ends up landing out of bounds, giving California the point, knotting up the score once again.
Yeah, that was a close one there from Maganpura, trying to throw it in the backcourt of the Vulcans. A little too strong there and maybe out by an inch.
Alasia Floyd back once again to serve. Ball is up and over the net. Dug out by IUP. Set up and kill attempt by California going straight towards Alasia Floyd. Tap over from California. California getting their first lead of this third set.
Yeah, you could see the great teamwork on that Vulcan side. Simon teed it up and Howard put it down there. 4-3 for the Vulcans, and that's Floyd still back to line to serve.
Ball up and over by Floyd. Dug out and kill attempt blocked by California. California trying to get this ball back over with one great effort, which was successful. IUP going for the diving save there. And kill attempt, which ends up landing out of bounds, giving California a 2-point lead in this third set.
Yeah, that was Maganpura once again. You can see that the Hawks are taking a little extra time in that huddle. There was not much that she could do with it. They were kind of in scramble mode that entire way. Try to go long court with it and get put way too much on it.
Laser Floyd back to the serve once again. Ball's up and over, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill attempt, which ends up landing out of bounds. California getting another point there.
Yeah, that was Brooke Little that time. She's been a real power hitter for that Crimson Hawks. The problem with power is if you have too much, it's certainly not going to be accurate. And in that instance, it wasn't.
Laser Floyd once again with the serve up and over, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill, but blocked at the front line by California, number 14, Ruggiero.
Yeah, Magampura wanted to go long court with it, and then Ruggiero was there and said, nope, not on my watch, and threw it back on to that Hawks side. 7-3 for the Vulcans.
Ball's up and over once again, which ends up going a little too far out of bounds that time. IUP gaining a point there.
Now both teams are going to make some substitutions here. Lynch going back into the game for the Vulcans. And then we have, I believe that's number 6, Hannah Simons, going back to the line to serve for the Hawks.
Ball is up and over. Bawawa, off the hands of Bawawa, ends up going sideways, and point going towards IUP once again.
Yeah, that's an uncharacteristic mistake from Emily Bawawa. Usually been so consistent on those assists. One of the team leaders currently has 18 assists for the season.
Ball, a kill attempt by California. Ball flying high in the air. Now kill attempt by IUP. California able to save that there. Getting a nice little tap over and little finger hit over, looks like, to California. California going for another kill attempt. Ball able to hit back over towards California. Set up and kill attempt off the hands of IUP, landing out of bounds, giving California the point there.
I'd also like to clarify my last statistic that I just said. It was assists on the serve. That would make a significantly amount of more sense than what I just said. And that's going to be Allie Dronberger credited with that hit for the Vulcans, now 8-5. As Vergara is going to go back to line here to serve.
Vergara with the serve up and over. Dug out by IUP. Set up and kill. Tap over kind of kill by IUP. Bawawa sending the ball back over to IUP. Set up and kill once again. Unfortunately, off the hands of the blocker and messing up the trajectory of that ball, landing right in front of Bawawa for California.
Yeah, you could tell Lynch tried to get to it in time and then just spun out of her shoes there. Wasn't prepared. They thought they were going to go long ball with it, perhaps try to paint the quarters like they have, and instead they go a little tip over to midcourt.
Ball was served by IUP. California going for a dig out, but was unsuccessful on the return to IUP. California giving up another point towards IUP.
Yeah, that was Pasco there. Just some miscommunication, maybe a little bit of a mental error on her part.
Ball up and over, dug out by California. Set up and kill attempt by Cal. Ball was saved by IUP, back up and over. California back to IUP. California getting the point. IUP unable to save the ball there.
Yeah, Magampura was there and had it in time, but just came down really hot from Chelsea Howard and just sails out into that scoring table. And now Dronberger is going to go back to line to serve 9-7 in this third set.
Service up and over the net. Dug out by IUP. Set up and hit over the net towards California. IUP gaining the point there.
Yeah, that was a great put down from the Crimson Hawks. They found some open court and just threw it on down there. It was teed up for them and ready to go.
IUP back once again to serve for the third set. Ball is up and over the net, dug out by California. One hand hit over the net to IUP, but was hit off the net. And California gets a point there, going up 10-8.
I believe they're going to call it multiple hits on IUP, maybe 4 hits on their side, as that one kind of got tangled up in the net. And now Kelly Lynch is going to go back to the line to serve. CalU a 2-up lead, 10-8 in the third set.
California with the serve up and over. Hit with the one hand over the net by IUP. California able to save that and give them back. Once again with a little tap over the net. California trying as hard as they can to get the ball back over. Ball was hit back over successfully. California now trying to save this one once again. Nice little hit over the net. Ball flying out of bounds where IUP is unable to regain control of that. Point going towards California. California now having a steady lead, able to maintain a lead. Hopefully California is able to do that.
That was a fun rally to watch. Ultimately, Kelly Lynch is going to come down with a point for the Vulcans, but IUP reached into their bag of tricks with multiple behind-the-back tap-overs.
Kill attempt by IUP, blocked by California. Once again, off the net it looked like there, springing back towards IUP. California getting another point there.
Yeah, Elijah Floyd was not going to be denied over at that net. Coming down with multiple blocks and the unsung hero of that rally, 12-8 in this third set. If you just joined us, then we had IUP claiming the first set 25-20, and then get ready for this score. It's 31-29 in favor of the Crimson Hawks to take that second set.
And speaking of Elijah Floyd on that block, she's actually the block leader for the California Vulcans this year. Along with Chelsea Howard and Sophia Johnson, those are the top leaders, blockers for California this year.
She also had a great service game last night, totaling 2 aces with fellow teammate Grace Dorkin. Both had a combined of 4 aces, 2 a pair, and a nice game on that service line for each of them.
California now finding some momentum, able to gain a steady lead against IUP, trying to force a 5th set upon IUP as much as possible.
I wouldn't say necessarily anything is a healthy lead. We've seen Cal have a 5-0 lead, and then somehow IUP comes back to get both of those sets. Right now, 12-8 lead, but it's volleyball. You need 25 points, and we still have a long ways to go. It's still anyone's ball game. It's still on the side of the Vulcans. Kelly Lynch once again back to serve here.
California getting ready to serve the ball now. Ball is served up and over the net, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill attempt by IUP, dug out by California once again. Nice kill attempt, blocked by IUP, hit back over with the one hand. Elijah Floyd with the kill attempt, blocked by IUP, saved though. Was hit back over in California with another point off the hands of IUP.
Yeah, you can give Joan Berger the credit for claiming that point, but you can also give it the credit for saving that point. The old one-hander to keep that ball alive with a little help from her teammate Rachel Simon, and ultimately Joan Berger throws down that straw there.
Ball was served. Nice tap over by IUP, set up and kill attempt, which looked like it was going out of bounds though, but it was end up saved by IUP. California with the tap over by Elijah Floyd, but was end up being blocked by IUP.
Yeah, that's going to be the combined effort of Lauren Valentek and Nicole Peters up at the net for the Crimson Hawks.
IUP back now to serve once again. Ball is up and over the net, dug out by California. Bump up and kill attempt, which was blocked by IUP. IUP trying to crawl back into this one. It is still anyone's game. California up 13-10.
Yeah, that time it's going to be Valentek and Little up at the net. Claim that one. I believe that's Leah Henderson still back to line to serve for the Crimson Hawks. 13-10 in favor of the Vulcans.
Ball up and over. California little loose with the ball. Ball was able to get back over the net though. Set up and kill attempt, which ends up being blocked by California. California going up 14.
Yeah, you know, as I said before, Little is going to try and go long court with it. If you can put that pressure on, that's exactly what you need now. Caitlin Berkey can get credited with the block and the ultimate point on that one for the Vulcans.
California back once again to serve. Rachel Simon. Ball was unable to cross the net, hitting the net, and giving IUP the easy point there.
Yeah, that's the error that the Vulcans cannot be making this late in the game. They still have a 3-point lead, 14-11, but this is just such a close-neck game the entire way that you can't be making service errors like that.
Ball up and
look at that.
Not over. IUP just said, hey, you want the ball back? I'll give it back to you there.
Makeup call at its finest. Makeup call that wasn't called by the referees.
California back now to serve. Ball is hit up and over the dugout by IUP, set up and kill attempt. But amazing block by Elijah Floyd there to get them another point, going up 16-11.
There's certain shots that you can hear in this arena that just sound lethal, and that was one of them. Alasia Floyd coming in hot, firing a bullet with that one up at the net.
Ball is served up and over by California. Set up and kill attempt. On nice point by IUP. California unable to block the ball there.
I believe that was Berkey and Regaro up in the corner for the Vulcans at the net, and it just hits their hands and goes and hits the court follower. Now we have Berkey being subbed out for Bawawa, as we're going to have some substitutions from the Crimson Hawks as well. That was Valenchek being subbed out for number 14. Megan Slew going back to line here to serve. 16-12. It's still in favor of the Vulcans.
Ball up and over by IUP, dug out by California. One last effort to get the ball back over, which they are successful with. Set up and kill once again by IUP. Kill attempt by California, unsuccessful, blocked by IUP. And another unsuccessful kill attempt ending up going out of bounds.
Yeah, Regaro was there. You know, she had the right idea, and having no one in that backcourt of the Hawks just way too strong on that one. That's going to store out of bounds, and now IUP is only 3 back.
IUP with the serve up and over. Bawawa with the nice dig there. IUP now trying to get the ball back over. Nice save by Bawawa. Kill attempt by Ali Dronberger, which is unsuccessful. Blocked by IUP in the front net.
Yeah, nothing really worked out in her favor on that one. Gets blocked by Little up at the net, and then just hits the net as well. Not much they could save about that one. 16-14 in this third set.
Ball is up and over, dug out by California. Just barely Bawawa able to get that ball back over. Ali Dronberger with the nice tap straight down right in front of IUP's defenders.
Yeah, whenever we see plays like that, when they just come off the hands of the dig, no matter what side you're on, it's almost a guaranteed point for the other team. You're just coming in, and you're basically, I'm a golfer, so I'm going to equate it to golf. You have teed up the ball, and you now have a full swing at it.
IUP with the kill attempt, which ends up going off the hands of California, giving IUP the point there. California still with a 2-point lead in this third set.
Yeah, that was Brooke Little once again continuing to add to her kill total for the season. 17-15, once again in favor of the Vulcans.
Ball up and over by IUP, barely just getting off the net there. Dronberger with an amazing kill attempt, but was blocked by IUP. IUP gaining the point there, landing right in the middle of everyone. You saw all the California defenders trying to save that ball as much as possible.
Yeah, that was Megan Porter once again. She's had a heck of a game here this afternoon. Great placement by her to go center court with it, and you could just see everyone in that Vulcan team trying to dive and get there in time.
IUP with the serve. IUP gaining their first lead, I believe. No, knotting this all back up at 17, going off the hands of California.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication, and following that, Coach Letourneau was going to call a timeout for the Vulcans. You could tell that Dronberger and Bawawa could not tell who was going to go for it, and then when they tried to figure it out, it was too late because that ball had hit the ground. It's now 17-17. Again, if you just joined us, the first 2 sets were claimed by the Crimson Hawks of Indiana University of Pennsylvania. 25-20 was the first one, and then get ready for the score, 31-29. A score I don't think I've ever called in volleyball before.
I don't think I've ever seen a game go that high before, which I find insane. But California is now trying to fight back into this one to force a 5th set, at the least a 4th set, to try and gain some more momentum. California and IUP are tied as of right now. California calling the timeout not too long ago with 20 seconds left in that one. Just trying to figure out some little things to gain the lead that they had for the majority of this 3rd set.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the last game that went over 25 points on the schedule for the Vulcans. I'm seeing Seton Hill was a 24-26 victory. They ultimately lost that game. But there was another one. I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. Nope, I thought I was there, but I did not find it. I'm looking at the same game over and over again. Anyway, now we're going to get back to the action here. 17-17. The Crimson Hawks have tied up this ball game and now retain on the serve.
Dug out by California, set up and kill attempt by Dronberger. dug out, set up, and tapped back over. Nice save by Bawawa there. Ball ends up landing out of bounds, barely a point going towards IUP. IUP getting their first lead in a while.
Talk about the restraint on the side of the Crimson Hawks. You know, if I was down there, I'd be diving for that ball every day of the week. And the fact that they could recognize that ball was out by a hair was great awareness on their part.
IUP gaining a point off of a double hit there. California not wanting to see that because now they are going down 2, which is their biggest deficit of this third set.
We've seen it so many times. They get out to a hot start, get comfortable, and then just start coasting. And now IUP is taking advantage of it, 19-17.
Blocked by IUP there, set up and bumped back over by California, set up, and a little tap back over ball goes flying towards the back row. Nice effort by California, but was unfortunately unable to get to the ball in time.
That's McIntyre once in it in the right spot. It's a miracle that Kelly Lynch even got there in time, racing for that one. 17-20, IUP now leading this 5 away.
Ball up and over, set up, and kill attempt off the hands of IUP, giving California the point there. California really wants to gain this lead once again because they had the lead until the timeout.
There we go. That's Ricardio credited for that one off the hands of the IUP defenders. And now Ricardo's going to go back to the service line as well. Need to get on a little bit of a hot streak here, try and close this one out and claim their first set victory.
Ball up and over, dug out, and kill attempt by IUP. Set up for the push was too far there. California getting a little too excited too early. Point does go towards IUP, which goes up 21-18.
Yeah, I thought that one might have had a shot of being called in just from our vantage point, but a little too much out by a hair. And now the Crimson Hawks definitely in the driver's seat, 4 away as Maganpour is going to serve this one up.
Ball was served by IUP, getting the service ace there. California was not able to dive in time for that one there.
Yeah, great ace by Maganpour to start this one off on the right foot, 22-18.
IUP with the serve was up and over, set up and kill attempt by California. Number 4 there, Chelsea Howard with the point.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Vulcans needed to get right back into this. A great play by Howard at the net. Again, one of those dangerous ones, can make an offense and defense play up there. Now Dronberger's going to get subbed out as she was going to go back to the line here. And that's going to be number 21. I believe that's Grace Dorkin going back to the line here to serve for your Vulcans.
Dorkin back now to serve. She just got the okay from the official. Ball is up and over, dug out by IUP. Set up and kill attempt, which lands inbounds, giving IUP the lead even more, 23-19. IUP now only within 2 of putting this game away.
Yeah, that was Nicole Peterson, one that's been a little bit of quiet in this game so far this afternoon, currently leading the team with 223 kills for the season. Now Flowerdew is going to go back to the line to serve for the Crimson Hawk, 2 away from closing out this game with the series sweep.
IUP going up and over with the ball, dug out by California, set up and kill. IUP getting a point there because there was a double hit on their side. IUP within 1 point of winning this game.
Yeah, that was a interesting call from the referee. You can see the crowd really getting into this one. A bunch of IUP fans made the journey as Flowerdew once again back to service line here.
Ball is up, dug out by Dronberger, set up and killed by Howard, which is successful off the hands of IUP. California trying to get back into this one, now only down 4.
The Vulcans need to be perfect if they want to extend this match. Now Chelsea Howard, great effort there, is going to get subbed out. Elijah Floyd's going to come in for replacing Kelly Lynch, one of the veterans of this team, going back to line.
Dug out by IUP. Kill attempt by IUP, which is successful, ending this game. IUP taking the sweep against California in this back and forth battle that they have had.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Nicole Peterson, coming out with a statement with 2 final kills to close off this one. Now we are going to head out and we're going to go watch some football after this. So we're going to start packing up. Join us for that. Kickoff is at 3:30. Thank you for watching CUTV, Sports 1, and PSEC Network.
Thank you, guys.